Good morning, girls. I haven't been to sleep, so that's why I sound like somebody's grandfather. Let's talk about ladies' night, because y'all want me to wrap it up. Y'all want me to finale this thing. Y'all really were interested in these reviews, honey. I guess, girl, it got boring after a while, but here we are, child. Hold on, let me adjust. Y'all know I got my tripod on my laptop, on my bed. We still in Australia. Spinderella still whining. Jimmy's mustache still ugly. Spinderella had a really cute shade of lipstick. It was kind of on the orange side of red, pink. Not pink, not really pink. It was more on the oranger side. Not. I want to go into corals, but it wasn't really a coral either. Anyway, girl, it was cute. Um, she tells Jimmy that if things don't get better, she's gonna have to move on. I'm looking forward to her doing so because I'm tired. I'm so tired of Spinderella and this whining. I'm so tired of Salt and Pepper and their being aggravated by Spinderella and her whining. I'm tired of it all. They are toxic for each other. They're toxic for me. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. They get ready to do their show in Australia, and they can't even be in the same room together. Spinderella won't even come and, pray with them before the show or anything, child. So they get out there, they do their show. In the meantime, SWV, which is really just Taj and Lily, they not at the show yet. They're supposed to be there doing What a Man, but they haven't arrived at the show yet. Girl, oh, my cord was touching my leg. I was like, now wait a minute. They're supposed to be doing What a Man. I'm like, what are they gonna do if Coco's not there to sing? I mean, I know they sang too, but Coco's always the stronger voice. She's the more pronounced voice, but whatever. Anyway, they're not here. They're not here. And it's been a while. They haven't done the choreography in a while. And if they don't get here in time, they're not going to have time to brush up on the choreography. And what happens? They don't get here in time. They arrive at the very last minute, don't brush up on the choreography. They do the show. They perform What a Man. And it was trash. It was trash. They didn't have the moves. Taj did some kind of kick, honey. And, girl, am I getting a pimple? That's a pimple. No. I don't see it for that. I'm gonna have to do some intensive surgery. Girl, it's just, honey, my skin. I got one up here. Like, my skin is really giving up on me. We were doing well. We were working things out, and it just was like, girl, look, I've given you all that I can give you, and now I'm through. Very much like Spinderella. My skin is Spinderella. Where was I? Yeah, Taj did this kick move, honey. I almost kicked Pepper in her, newly, freshly bought breastises. And it was to the point, girl, where Salt and Pepper decided, hey, we're not going to have y'all do the rest of the dates in Australia. For some reason, that sent Lily into, honey, a depression. Sis was crying. Somehow that led to her feeling like a failure. I'm like, sis, how do we get to... I'm still trying to figure out how, in the Caymans, she felt disrespected as a fan and as a woman. I'm like, what? Lily takes her emotions and just, honey, she leaps. But the promoters were telling Jimmy, let me tell y'all, Jimmy is slimy. Some about him I just don't agree with, but whatever. The promoters were telling Jimmy, and Jimmy was telling Salt and Pepper, and Salt and Pepper was telling SWV that, girl, it just wasn't a good show, and y'all can't come back. And so Lily is crying, and she feels like I don't know what she felt like, girl. I guess she felt like she was a failure or something. I'm just like, but you're not. People are still coming to see you. People are still singing along when y'all sing. I don't know what she wants. I don't know. At some point, she kind of made it seem like she felt bad for letting Salt and Pepper down, and it's like, don't nobody blame you and Taj, but it anybody who has good sense can see that anything that doesn't really go well with SWV has something to do with Coco. Like, we can all look smooth at the situation and understand Coco got something to do with it. Anybody can see. Anyway, girl, we get back to Vegas, and by we I mean Salt, Pepper, and Spinderella, because we got to differentiate now, and they have to confront Spinderella again. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of all these confrontations, girl. Spinderella comes on over. sits across from Salt and Pepper, and we have the same conversation. I'm fighting for my name. Spinderella is a part of the group. No, Spinderella is not a part of the group. Spinderella is a hired DJ. At this point, girl, I'm so desensitized to it. Like I've said, I've always considered Spinderella a part of the group, and even last week, Salt said that Spinderella was a part of the group when she tried to say that Spinderella didn't defend her and Pepper in the Caymans. So we all have the understanding that Spinderella is a part of the group. If Salt and Pepper want to play mind games, girl, don't get out the relationship. It's a bad relationship. Break up. But all this whining and crying, and I'm going to be independent. I'm going to do what I need to do. Spinderella has things to do. Go do your things. Go do your things. Stop all this whining and crying. At some point, she told Jimmy that she's been having the same argument for over 30 years. And I'm like, there's absolutely no way I'm going to have the same argument. And I have not been on the earth 30 years yet. I know I seem very seasoned. I know I seem seasoned, but I haven't been on earth 30 years. I got five more years to go. But there's absolutely no way I'm going to have a continuous conversation, argument or otherwise, for 30 consecutive years. The only conversation I've been having for close to 30 years, consecutively, is the conversation I have with my mother daily that goes like this. I love you. I love you too. We've been saying that to each other since at least I can talk. She was saying it to me before. That's the only conversation I've had for nearly 30 consecutive years. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm not going to fight with you for 30 years. I'm not going to do it and whine about it. And then say, well, I am Spinderella and I have things to do. I'm going on my own tour and blah, blah. Girl, go on your tour. And stop harassing Salt and Pepper and stop being mad at the new DJ they hired and all of this crazy carrying on, girl. At some point, she told Salt that she was impersonal. I said, no, she's not. Salt's not impersonal. Salt is a grown woman. She's an adult. Pepper forgets that she's 50. I don't think she knows it for sure. So she's going to get down and play these kitty games with you. Salt's not going to do that because, number one, Salt is saved. And number two, Salt is over 50 years old. She's not going to play back and forth and patty cake with you. She's not. She's not impersonal. She's just an adult. She's grown. And I also am grown. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you. I was so glad this show was over, honey. Like, I love Salt and Pepper, and I would love to watch them do something all the time, but not with Spinderella and not with Coco. Them two, they can't come back for me. At some point, girl, Salt started crying at the restaurant when they were talking about having the confrontation with Spinderella because she's hurt. I'm like, girl, I'm not finna do all this with y'all. I'm not finna do all this with y'all if y'all don't break up. Or at least call Iyanla, girl. Call Iyanla. Let me see. We switch over to SWV, and because Lily is so deeply hurt as a woman, they have this whole 2-minute segment of Coco was right about Salt and Pepper. Girl, I will never give Coco the satisfaction. She wasn't right. She was not right. They show these flashbacks of Coco saying, y'all need to be your own biggest fan. Y'all need to stop standing for Salt and Pepper. And, Salt and Pepper ain't all that, blah, blah, blah. Salt and Pepper is all that, blah, blah, blah. SWV is also all that, but they're not Salt and Pepper. They're not on Salt and Pepper's level. It's just not the truth. Anyway, and furthermore, before I get off this, Salt and Pepper felt some kind of way about y'all being on their tour because, number one, Coco, you were acting a fool. You weren't coming to the places you needed to be. You weren't performing. You weren't learning the moves. You didn't know the ad-libs to What a Man. Like, girl, the bare minimum. You weren't putting in the bare minimum, and you made your sisters look bad. And you made your sisters get kicked out of Australia because you weren't there. Like, girl. So Coco was right is wrong. Coco was not right. But the only reason they think Coco was right is because Coco acted such a fool and made it come to fruition. Coco made it where Salt and Pepper's hands were tied and they could not continue on with SWV because Coco wouldn't do what she was supposed to do. That's like if I tell you your nose is bleeding and it's not, and then I punch you in the face and suddenly your nose is bleeding and you come back and say, Kayla was right. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. Anyway, girl, blah, 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 girl, what else? Spinderella, I forgot to say, while they're having the confrontation, honey, the big confrontation of the episode, Spinderella says, I've been knowing y'all and I've been on the road with y'all since I was 16. And Pepper says, well, who took care of you? And she says, me. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't think that Cheryl and Sandy would have little bitty Deidre out on the road and not look out for her. Now, if something happened on the road back in the day and you're not telling us, tell us. Or allude, put some smoke signals in the air and say, girl, they didn't take care of me, something happened, blah, 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 somebody slipped something in my drink, and girl, I was taking all that to Bermuda. We, where I was for 15 years or something. But I just don't think so. I think they were very overprotective of their little sister because they treat her like a little sister now. They're kind of overprotective of her now. So I don't believe for a second that they weren't looking out for that girl. I don't believe that. And then we go back in our mind's eye to the 1.6 million uncontracted dollars that they just gave her. Girl, you'll never tell me they didn't look out for you. At least sometimes. You'll never tell me that. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it, Spinderella. I don't. Like I said, I believe that you are a member of the group. I believe that you need your props. But if we're being honest, I know I didn't realize, my mama didn't realize, a lot of people, SWV said in the show that they didn't realize, or at least Taj didn't, that Spinderella wasn't considered a part of the group to Salt and Pepper. We all consider you a part of the group. Blue Ivy told her grandmama, me and Beyonce are Salt and Pepper, you are Spinderella. Miss Tina got to be included as Spinderella because Spinderella is a part of Salt and Pepper. Like, girl. Anyway, let me move on, girl. I ain't been to sleep and I'm grumpy. Let me move on. They do the whole, basically dismissing Spinderella. Like, they basically say, we're not going to get this rectified. Spinderella kind of half agrees and she storms out, and that's basically the end of it. Okay. I put the Nene Leakes gif on my Twitter. Bye. Bye. Because, girl, I'm tired. Go do your own thing. The last scene we see pretty much is Salt and Pepper and SWV Salt and Pepper without Spinderella and SWV meeting up. They talk about Spinderella's dismissal from the group. Taj is deeply saddened because that was her girl. Lily is excited to see Pepper because that's her girl, and Coco just sitting over there. And Cheryl, Salt, is sitting over there too because they didn't bond, they didn't connect like the other girls have. Salt still wants to do the song. I'm like, is the song out? Where can we find it? Where can we hear it? Y'all done talked all about this song. It's like the R&B divas. Everybody want to put out a song. They did put out that album, but it was under Faith Evans' name, and Faith Evans won the Grammy, and the girls was mad. But anyway, where's the song? Where's the song? Then we see the resolution with Spinderella. Spinderella Roper. Deidre Roper. No relation to the Ropers or the Furleys of Three's Company. Because wasn't Mr. Furley like Mr. Roper's nephew or cousin or uncle or somebody, girl? I ain't got time to go over Three's Company with y'all. Spinderella is about to be somebody's grandmother. Spinderella is about to be somebody's grandmère. And she is whining like this. I absolutely never. Her daughter looks a lot like her. Her daughter is beautiful. I was trying to look and see if I could see any resemblance to Tammy's daughters. Tammy from Basketball Wives. They sisters. Tammy's girls and Spinderella's girl. Anyway, I didn't really see much of a resemblance. But yeah, she pregnant. The daughter is. And Spin is finna be somebody's grandmama acting like this. I was so disappointed. When I found that out, I was further disappointed. Further. She's DJing, honey. We see her spinning down in Australia, honey. I guess they just really love old school hip hop in Australia, child. She was spinning, and her boyfriend, dropped down to a knee and proposed, and now she's engaged. So we thank God for Spinderella being engaged. Maybe being married will calm her down a bit. She'll be able to stop whining. Maybe she'll be able to stop whining. And the very, very last scene is Salt and Pepper in Los Angeles. They're getting ready to go on stage, and they're reminiscing about back in the day. And it was just really, really cute. It was so cute to me. Like, I wish the whole show would have been this. You see, Cheryl telling Sandy, we've always been friends. They dapping, they got their fists together. We've been friends since, 30 plus years ago, from way back when that first day when you took me on a joyride through the hood. And I'm just like, oh God, I love the reminiscence. No, Remy Ma. I love I love it. I wish that the show could have been Salt and Pepper just talking about back in the day, because I really love that. I love to sit at, my idols and my faves. I don't really care to use the term idol. My faves. I love to sit at my faves, knee at their feet and listen to them just recant. And I really wish the show would have been that. I would have more greatly enjoyed the show, but we through, honey. We through. I've gone through the whole season. Y'all know it's very rare for me to go through a whole season of a show if I get bored. And I did get bored, but y'all kept asking me. Y'all didn't care we was having floods, storms, power was out. Y'all didn't care. Y'all did not care. Y'all was asking me literally the night the show came on, where's the review? Sis, when do you know me to do the review on the night? Anywho, girl, I'm glad y'all had a good time watching the show, the few of y'all that do. And I'm glad y'all had a good time watching my review. If there's something else coming up, drop it down in the comments. I'll think about it. I don't want y'all to get your hopes too high up, because I'm barely keeping up with the little shows I'm doing. But I may be able to squeeze one in now that Salt and Pepper has gone off. It won't be Basketball Wives. Don't even. Girl, I can't stand to look at Jackie Christie for a season. I won't be able to do it. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I heard they're doing a Salt and Pepper movie. I'm very excited to see that. I'll probably review it when it comes out. I'm very looking forward to the Clark Sisters movie as well. I know it has nothing to do, but I'm looking forward to these biopics. I love a good biographical film. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell if you haven't. And I'll catch y'all for something at another time. Peace.